All right, what is going on, everybody? Wonder Bro here, back again. It's been what, like a week, almost a week and a half since I've uploaded a video. I apologize for that. Okay, it started with just a break. That was the plan. I was just gonna take a break, and then some life stuff just kind of popped up out of nowhere, unexpectedly. So, you know, that's where I've been. But I'm back now. I'm back, and I'm looking forward to being back. Hopefully we get back into just regular streams again, I'm hoping. That is the plan, that is the goal. I think everything is taken care of on my end. What is wrong with my... There we go. There we go. Right there. Perfect. What is going on, everybody? I'm happy to see you guys. Dwayne, hello. Welcome. Axel, PJ, Christopher, Erica, hello. Everyone, welcome. How are you guys doing? New here on your channel. You've already helped me the first video I watched. That is awesome. Welcome back, Chris. Feels good to be back. Happy to be back. Today we're going to be talking about a simple trick. All right, a simple trick to help you overcome anxiety and panic. A lot of people get confused, okay? A lot of people get confused, and I know when you're in that sensitized mind state, it's easy to get confused with what to do. So when you're in the heat of the moment, you got those symptoms, you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to remember Wonder Bro's advice, and I just can't seem to grasp it right now, and I'm spiraling out of control. So today we're gonna go over a very, very simple trick that you can take with you and use anytime. Hopefully the live chat on the screen starts working soon. I don't know why it's not popping up yet. Let me switch scenes real quick, like 2 seconds. Boom. Okay, there we go. That got the chat to kick in on screen. I don't know what the deal with that is, but I'm not complaining. Hello, Wonder Bro, just stopping by to show your channel some love. Your videos have always been very helpful throughout my anxiety journey. Happy to help, man. Happy to help. Congratulations. Yes, about to head into a meeting, and meetings are anxiety provoking. All right, so a very simple trick to help you overcome anxiety and panic. That is the point of today's stream. So let's just get right into it. We've hung around long enough, almost 4 minutes into the stream. So what is this trick, Wonder Bro? Stop beating around the bush. Let us know, what is this trick? So a simple trick to help you overcome anxiety and panic is just to say yes. Now hear me out, because I know when you hear that you think this is too good to be true. What do you mean just say yes? What are you talking about? Okay, when symptoms come on, the one thing that we don't want to do is add second fear, because second fear is what turns our symptoms into true suffering, right? It's what keeps our nerves tired. So what do I mean when I say just say yes? Okay, resistance is second fear. That's what second fear is, resistance. And that's what keeps the cycle alive. So when you first experience those symptoms, out of habit, you are going to notice yourself immediately say no. You're going to notice yourself immediately tense up, try to avoid, try to run away from, and mentally add a bunch of second fear. Out of habit. You're in a habit of doing that. It's a bad habit. It's what keeps your nerves sensitized. So from now on, we're going to change that around a bit. And when you notice yourself saying no, which is what you're going to want to do at first, because you're in that bad habit. When you notice yourself saying no, you're going to change those no's to yeses. Okay, just that simple change in vocabulary there, from no, which is resistance, which is second fear, which is what fuels the fire of fear. Fear cannot survive without your resistance. We're going to notice ourselves when we get into that habit of saying no, and we're going to change that no to yes. So anytime thoughts come that you don't like, they're triggering you, especially if you're sensitized. They're triggering you. Instead of saying no to them and trying to run from them, we're just not going to follow them, but we're going to say yes to them coming. Yes, yes, just a simple yes. I accept that you're here. I accept your presence. I accept that you came. I'm not going to get frustrated. Just a simple yes. That's all you need to tell yourself to the thoughts that come, okay? Because the more we try to not think a certain thought or run away from certain thoughts, the stronger they become. It's really a battle you're never going to win. Same thing applies to feelings. When you notice those feelings come on that make you a little nervous, instead of no, notice when you're saying no and change that to yes. So it applies to both feelings and thoughts. What this does is cut out resistance. What this does is show your nervous system that by not fighting with the thoughts, by not arguing with the thoughts, by not trying to resist the feelings, it shows your brain that you're in no real danger, and eventually your brain will catch up. So notice your no's, okay, and change them to yeses. And your no's can come in many different forms. They don't just necessarily come in the form of no. They come in many different forms. You know, you telling yourself all these scary, negative, untrue thoughts about the feelings, you know, any sort of mental horror stories you tell yourself, that's no. That's basically a no. So instead of that, we're going to change that to a yes. So when these feelings come, we're not going to try to fight with them. It's a simple yes. I allow myself to feel how I feel, and that's okay. When the thoughts come that trigger you, it's a simple yes. I allow myself to have these thoughts there. I'm not going to argue with them. I'm not going to follow them. But yes, I allow them, okay? But no thanks to following them. But yes. You see what I'm saying? Yes, I accept that these thoughts are there. And by doing this, you show your brain that the thoughts aren't real dangers. By saying yes to your feelings as well, you also show your brain that you're not in any real danger. So notice your no's and change them to yeses. It is a very simple little anxiety trick, but it cuts out resistance. And that's the important part, is getting rid of the second fear, right? Second fear is what keeps this thing alive. Second fear is the main problem. So if you get into the habit of noticing your no's and changing them into yeses, all right, you're going to be much better off in the end. This is a habit that you need to get into. Like I said, when this stream first started, a lot of people get confused. They get into the heat of the moment and they're like, what is Wonder Bro's 2 main keys? What do we need to do? What do we need to do? My 2 main keys are acceptance and not following your negative thoughts. But if you want to make it even that much more simple, just remember to tell yourself yes. Yes to how you feel, okay? And yes to those thoughts without following them. Just yes to their presence. No need to fight with them, just yes to them. Yes to the feelings. This shows your brain that the thoughts aren't real dangers, that the feelings don't mean you're in real danger. This cuts out resistance, this cuts out second fear, and it's a habit that you truly need to develop, okay? I didn't think we could get any simpler than the 2 main keys, but apparently we have. Change your no's, spot your no's to yeses, okay? From no's to yeses. And like I said, your no's can take many different forms, okay? Any sort of mental horror stories you're entertaining, any sort of negative thoughts that you're trying to fight against, this is all a form of no. And we need to spot those no's and change them to yeses. All right, you guys. That was a mouthful, but it feels good to be back. It feels good to be back. I have missed you guys so much. So that was the end of the point of this stream. Now we're going to hang out with chat for a little bit. So if you were just here for the point of the stream, it's officially over. You can go ahead and log on out. Thank you for watching. I truly, truly appreciate you. You're beautiful. Let's get on to chat. Let's get on to chat and see what chat's been up to. I've missed you guys. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Please repost. Oh yeah, this stream will definitely get uploaded. Hello Chris, how are you? I'm doing great. How are you doing? My wife and I recently found out we're expecting our second baby, and I am so happy. It's a huge motivator for me. I'm driving in, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, not shying away from fear. That is awesome and amazing. So proud of you. Quick question: if I get a thought followed by a symptom, such as shock in my hands, is that me resistance, or is that subconscious till you retrain your brain? If you get triggered with anxiety over a symptom that comes, that's just how your nerves are set up right now. Your nerves are just tired, so that's going to happen. The point is to not add second fear. We can't stop first fear from coming, but the point is to not resist so that we can cut out second fear. So true. Pushing them down and rejecting feeling doesn't help at all. Yeah, it does not help at all. Good morning, Wonder Bro. Glad to see you back. Feels great to be back. Thank you so much. We missed you. Yes, missed you, Wonder Bro. Well, I'm happy to be back, you guys. I'm so happy to be back. So happy to be back. Someone says they live with 24/7 with second fear. Then you need to work on that. Okay, second fear is something that you do. It's something that you do. It's something that you do have control over. So you got to take responsibility for that, and that's what I'm here to teach you with the videos. Yes, it feels great to be back, you guys. I have missed you guys. Wow, a week and a half. That's probably the longest I've ever been without uploading. It's just been crazy. It's, I don't know how else to say it. It's just been crazy. I was only going to take a few day break to hang out with some family that was in, and then that few days worth of break turned into a bunch of drama in my personal life, and I had to take care of that. You know, that happens from time to time. So bad with the second fear right now, trying to be okay with these feelings, fluttery chest, head pressure. You'll get there. You will learn. Keep watching the videos, keep practicing, you will learn. We love you, thank you, I love you guys. Checking in from work. Well, hello Robert, how's work going? How's work going? Wonder Bro, you need to write a book. Yes, a lot of people tell me that, and that's something I do plan on doing eventually. I'm just waiting for the channel to grow a bit more. What's your take on working out? I hear when your heart is pumping and you work out, your brain doesn't know the difference between exercise and fear. Should I continue to work out? It's all about facing your fears here on the channel, right? It's all about facing those symptoms and losing the fear of them, practicing not adding second fear, practicing acceptance rather than resistance. So, you know, it's personal choice. If you want to continue working out, I'm all for it. Just take that for what it's worth. Kind of new to the channel. Do you do coaching? Just wondering. I do coaching, and if you're interested in that, reach out to me on any of my social media. It's all listed. Everyone convert their eyes. It's all listed down there at the main bottom. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Closing in on 8K, yes, and I am so excited. I'm excited for 10K. 10K is like a huge milestone. A huge milestone. I am so excited for 10K, and we're gonna get there very, very soon. It's all thanks to you beautiful people, right? It's all thanks to you beautiful people. Oh, it feels good to be back. If I keep saying it, but it does. It feels good to be back. The channel is my life, pretty much. So it feels amazing to be back. But yeah, I would like to write a book soon, eventually. Hey Wonder Bro, hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'll probably write a book as soon as the channel gets to at least 50K or 100K. I'm not sure exactly. It's kind of a slow grind to reach 10K, but once you hit that 10K mark, it should start to really pick up. I don't know why that is, but that's normally how it happens, I believe, so. Hello from Germany. Hello, how are you doing, Felix? Welcome. Welcome. Hope you got yourself a Christmas gift from the dono. If you guys donated last stream or whatever stream you're referring to, I probably spent those donations on other people because Christmas is coming up, and I like to give gifts rather than receive them. So if you've been donating recently, it's probably going either towards food or towards other people's Christmas gifts. Thank you so much, by the way, Axel. I do remember what donation you're referring to. That was very, very kind of you. Wonder Bro, I watch you every morning. You are so motivating and I have the best vibe. Well, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Does OCD and all the other disorders that are labeled as their own disorders that fall under anxiety go away once you heal your nerves? Yeah, all these labels that you've placed on yourself or that doctors have placed on you, understand that yes, labels are sort of kind of needed in the medical field, but at the same time, they're just really self-defeating, and I don't like labels. So drop all the labels you have on yourself. I heard excitement has the same psychological effect as anxiety. It's just perception that is different. Not totally sure if that's true. It is true, actually. It is completely true. Actually, one of my favorite philosophers, Alan Watts, he makes that point a lot, or used to make that point quite a bit. The same feelings that you feel during fear and anxiety, the same effects on the body, it's the same as a rush of excitement. It's the same as being on like a roller coaster or being super excited. It's just our perspective that needs to be changed. So that is actually true. Hey Wonder Bro, hello, welcome to the stream, Bracy, how you doing? Quick question, why do I feel like I need to seek validation from everyone all the time if I feel like no one understands and no one will ever? I'm getting better, but how do you know? It's just your mind looking for reassurance, and you are not your mind. So that is the most important thing to remember. When you notice those thoughts coming, you know, your mind wants reassurance, your mind wants this, your mind wants that, just remind yourself you're not your mind. Say yes to those thoughts and those feelings, don't resist them, but just don't touch them. I saw one of your comments during the week telling us, stop worrying, I'm okay, just taking a break. And I had to laugh because it's so like us all to worry. Yes, yes, right? I knew you guys were getting worried, okay? Once my my break went on for longer than a week, I noticed you guys starting to get worried in the comments and whatnot. So I was like, you know what? I gotta let my people know. I gotta let my people know that I'm okay, because I know how they tend to worry, right? I was once that way, so. I had to make a status and let everyone know that I'm fine. I didn't die. Everything's cool. You have changed my life. Well, thank you so much for that. Thank you for coming in here and spreading good vibes. I really, really appreciate it. Do I still get little random symptoms? I get what I like to call normal people anxiety, so it's not so much sensitization any longer. Sensitization is long gone for me, but I get normal people anxiety. You know, if things happen in my life, if I get bad news, or, you know, the mind will start to kick in a little bit. You know, as a human being, we experience these feelings from time to time. It's completely normal. They only become a true problem when we resist, right? When we fall into the sensitized boat, and we get into the sensitized boat through so much obsession and confusion and second fear. That's when these things really become a problem. They're not so much a problem when it's just normal everyday life, you know, fear and, you know, worries that try to slip in. But even after you've healed your nerves, there's still a lot of work that can be done, right? There's still a lot of work that can be done. You can still learn new habits as a human being. Sensitized nerves or not. Sensitized nerves or not. Alright, you guys, I will be right back. It won't take me long at all. There we go. Should be back in action. Let's make sure I got my mic on. All right. All right. Love that dancing alien. Yes, the dancing alien. Everyone loves the dancing alien. Also, while I was on my Be Right Back screen, I had a $5 donation from Emily. Thank you so much for that $5 donation. You must have went through the PayPal directly, which is fine. But when you do that, that's why, you know, you don't go on the Hall of Fame or anything like that. You got to go through the link if you want that. But if you don't care about that, it's fine by me. Just wanted to let you know. But thank you so much for that $5 donation. I really appreciate that. I had 2 days this week where I felt completely like my old self again, then my mind got stuck on a weird thought, now I'm dizzy and derealized again. How do I get past this stage? So, this stream was perfect for you. If you missed it, you can rewind, you can rewatch it when it gets uploaded, but saying yes to those thoughts instead of fighting with them is the problem. When you say that your thoughts get stuck, okay, what you're basically telling me when you say, I had a thought that got stuck, is that you had a thought that you kept fighting against, and that's the only way a thought really gets stuck. So, you have to practice saying yes to those thoughts and to those feelings. Good morning, Wonder Bro. I'm having a problem that I can't figure out. I will be going through the day and be fine. And all of a sudden, it's like I see that and panic comes out of nowhere. What the hell? Same thing applies to the comment, to the question I just answered. Gotta practice saying yes to those thoughts and feelings. Have to practice non-resistance. No matter what the cause is, okay? No matter what the uncomfortable feeling is, no matter what the uncomfortable thought is, we have to practice non-resistance. The only way that the ego can thrive and the only way that fear can thrive is if we're not saying yes. So we have to practice saying yes and meaning it. We have to practice saying yes. Olivia, hello, welcome to the stream. You guys remember the clap emojis. For you guys who don't know what that's all about, anytime we read a donation out on stream, or anytime a donation pops up on stream, which they do pop up if you go through the link, but anyway, anytime we get a donation, I like when the chat spams the clap emojis, right? Just to let our donation know, our donator know, that we are thankful and grateful for them. So that's a habit I'm trying to get people into around here, is to spam chat with the clap emojis. It's getting a little toasty in here, but it feels nice, honestly. It might be a little bit too warm though. It's gonna put me to sleep. Anytime I keep it really warm in my room, I get so cozy and relaxed. I just want to curl up in a ball and go to bed. I'm actually going to check something really quick. I wish this microphone, okay, there we go. This microphone arm has a mind of its own. It's always trying to run away from me. I've gotten to a habit now of just holding it in place. Alright. Okay. How are we looking on the... I'm trying to get the... I told you, every time. I'm trying to get the Discord link for you guys. The Discord is something I've been trying to push lately. I know a lot of people here on the channel are still in the bad habit of running to forums and stuff like that. And normally 9 times out of 10, forums have nothing but people that are fear-mongering on them. A lot of second fear. So I'm trying to push my Discord for people that enjoy chats, because we do have a Wonder Bro chat room, which is acceptance based. That's the important part, right? I assume if you're in the Wonder Bro chat room, you were talking about acceptance. So let's see. Okay, here's a link to the Discord. This link will expire in 1 day, so if you want to join the Discord, completely free by the way, you just need to click this link. There we go. Hopefully that goes through. Yeah, let's see. That should have went through. I'll have to look that up, Dwayne. Hello, Wonder Bro. Great to see you stream again. I notice when I'm sensitized, I'm much more vulnerable to other people's stresses and energies. Does acceptance work too for something like that? Absolutely. Absolutely. When dealing with stressful people or stressful situations, life in general, acceptance and non-resistance is always a good practice, sensitized or not. Is laying or sitting still and letting whatever happen a way of accepting? Yeah, just letting whatever happens, not adding second fear mentally. I like to say that acceptance is 99.9% mental, and that's what I mean by that. So letting your symptoms be there and just giving them a firm yes. A yes to the feelings that come, a yes to the thoughts that come, not fighting with any of it, not following any of it, just watching it and saying, giving yourself permission to feel that way and to think that way. Just a simple yes. Oh yeah, definitely. Did you ever have completely irrational fears like fear of being cursed or fear of some extremely rare disease? All the time. All the time. And if you're sensitized and you have a tired mind, you know, the nerves are popping off over things they normally wouldn't pop off of. The mind is tired, so it's all over the place. Yes, very, 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 very common. Been 3 months without any anxiety since I adopted the if I perish mentally and decide not to care. The fear still comes, but we move on. Yes, perfect. So basically you've adopted acceptance. You've adopted a new perspective of whatever happens, of yes. I let myself feel the way I feel. I let myself think the thoughts I think. I just don't touch any of it anymore. I don't get involved. You know, just yes. Did you have a fear of going crazy? Yes, definitely. That was probably my biggest fear, actually. I believe I have several videos talking about that. You can probably search that up and find those. But yeah, that was probably my biggest fear when I was sensitized. I do want to say, though, it doesn't matter what your specific fear is. It doesn't matter what your particular fear is. The advice I give here on the channel applies to anxiety, sensitization in general. It doesn't really matter so much what the context of your thoughts are. It still all applies. You know what the worst thing is having a phone charger with a short in it. That's a true nightmare. There we go. But yeah, you could probably go search up Wonder Bro and the word crazy and find a bunch of my videos talking about that particular fear. But I like to make it known that it doesn't matter what your particular fear is. This advice applies to all. New here, you are doing a great service to many people. Well, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I do my best. I do my best, and it feels good to be back. I've missed you guys. A week and a half is far too long. It didn't feel right. I watched some of the videos about Claire Weeks and her work before I found out about you, but they didn't really help me the way your stuff is helping me. Thank you. Claire Weeks is awesome. You know, it all started with her, but you know, thank you so much for that. She is the pioneer, and I just kind of put my own personal spin on things. But she is, you know, old school, so I like to put a more modern spin on it. I've been trying to get a phone coaching session. I'm sorry I do not offer those currently. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Eventually. I apologize for that. But yeah, Claire Weeks, you know, I put a modern day spin on it, and I think that's why some of my videos kind of resonate with people a little bit more than hers, and her books and stuff, because she is really old school. Not her fault, but, you know. So I try to put a little bit of a modern day spin on it, and that helps people a little bit more. So, some people, I don't know. Some people might still prefer Claire Weeks over me, and if so, that's perfectly fine. We're not in a competition. Nobody's in a competition. I've always had health anxiety, but lately, since full blown, just keep following the advice, keep watching the videos, keep practicing, practice. You're not going to be perfect at this right away. I know I wasn't perfect at it right away, so don't beat yourself up for not being perfect at it. Most people are not perfect at it. In fact, I don't think I've ever met anyone who has ever told me, hey, I found your advice and I was great at it right away and everything just fell right into place. Normally that's not how it happens. It's a learning experience. So don't beat yourself up. Just continue to practice, continue to learn. Let's see. I need to update the website. Thanks for all you do. I had a setback/opportunity sneak on me last night after several weeks of not having anxiety, so good timing as a reminder on how to let go and live the life God intended. Yes, awesome, Mark. Continue practicing, continue using acceptance, continue letting go of resistance. That is key. No second fear. That is key. Well, I think I actually have the stream how I want it. I was looking to see if there was any adjustments that needed to be made, but I can't find anything. I think I'm finally done messing with the stream. Finally. Took me a while to perfect that. Yeah, Mark, you definitely have to take advantage of those moments. You have to take advantage of those moments. Nothing more than a learning experience, right? That's all those moments are. A learning experience, a perfect time to practice. TED Talk. I don't think my channel's big enough quite yet, but maybe eventually. I've had people tell me that before. It's so awesome having the dual monitors set up. I can multitask when we're hanging out, and I really enjoy that. Good morning. Good to see you, Wonder Bro. How are you? Well, thank you. It's good to see you guys too. I've missed streaming. I'm doing well today. Thank you. How are you doing? I have missed streaming. I've missed you guys. I was like, something's got to give. I gotta be able to get back into streaming soon. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. I was trying to write earlier that I had a panic attack and derealization once. Ever since, my focus has been that I'm seeing my environment as not real blurry. It gets me so anxious. Yeah, whatever your situation may be, whatever your fear may be, it goes back to, despite the context of the thoughts you're having, it doesn't matter. The advice remains the same. Yes, yes, yes. Using yes instead of no's. Letting go of resistance so we can heal the nerves. So despite what your fears may be, your particular fears, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, regardless of how you ended up in the sensitized mode, regardless of what your particular fears are, the advice still applies to you. The advice still applies to you, regardless. Is crying a coping method? Not necessarily. If you feel like crying, you know, whatever your emotions may be, the point is that we start saying yes to however we feel. We start saying yes to how we feel. We start saying yes to those thoughts instead of fighting with them. We just start saying yes, right? And this is a practice we need to get into. We need to let go of resistance. I went to my hometown for Thanksgiving and felt normal, went out socializing with my friends. When I moved back to my home, I got panic attacks again. Can loneliness keep you in an anxious state? No, unless you sit around and obsess. So when people are alone and they don't have a whole lot going on, they tend to just give back into those old habits. They tend to just slip right back into old habits of obsession and fighting with their thoughts, and this puts them in an anxious place. So loneliness in itself, no, it cannot cause anxiety, but what can cause anxiety is you obsessing as a result of that loneliness, you giving back into those old bad habits as a result of that loneliness. I'd like to get back into some photography today. I don't know how many of you guys here. Oh! Thank you so much for that donation. What did that note say? Appreciate everything you do, Wonder Bro. It's inspiring, and I love your perspectives on things. Thank you so much for that $20 donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That truly helps me out. I'm so thankful and grateful for you. That was a very selfless act of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Mwah. Did you guys hear the music with that? Did that work? I'm still kind of new to this software. Did that work? Was that too loud? Guys, let me know if that was too loud. I've been working on adjusting the volume and stuff, and you know, so just let me know if that was too loud. But thank you so much for that $20 donation. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, which is over that way. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Thank you so much for that. Truly appreciate you. Wonder Bro, my man, Madden player, how's it going, dude? It's been a while. And it's my fault this time that it's been a while. I've been away for quite a bit. Hi Wonder Bro, I practice your technique, but it's hard not to be scared when the symptoms come. I feel like I have no choice but to lie down in bed. Any tips on how to do in these situations? Okay, so first, fear is not our choice. Fear as a symptom, when it comes on, it's not really our choice. But what is our choice is second fear. So say yes to however you feel. Change your no's to yeses, and that was the point of this stream. If you're getting here late, you can rewind or you can watch it when it gets uploaded, but I highly recommend it. Say yes instead of saying no. So allow yourself to feel fear. If we allow ourselves to feel fear, okay, we cut out second fear, and that's the true problem. I've actually got a quote here on my phone I'm going to pull up real quick that I found today while on Instagram by one of my favorite philosophers, Alan Watts. So we're going to pull that up. We are going to pull that up. I'm going to read it to you guys because I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. Alan Watts. One is a great deal less anxious if one feels perfectly free to be anxious. All right. One is a great deal less anxious if one feels perfectly free to be anxious. And what he's saying there is you will feel a great deal less anxious if you allow yourself to be anxious, because second fear is the real problem here, guys. Second fear is the suffering. So change your no's to yeses. Change your no's to yeses. I am doing fantastic. That is so awesome to hear. I'm happy for you. I'm so happy for you. We've had a lot of success stories here on the channel, and it touches my heart every single time I read them. It's just amazing. It's amazing what acceptance can do. Shout out to Dr. Claire Weeks, okay, the pioneer of acceptance, who really got me started on this journey, okay? Since her, I have had a lot of personal experience, and, you know, I've branched out, and I've learned a lot of different things, but she is who really got the ball rolling. So shout out to her, since we're talking about success stories here. I'm glad you guys are getting into the habit of clap emojis when we read donations. Try to remember that. Try to remember that. Anytime a donation pops up, we spam the chat. We spam the chat with clap emojis. That's like a thing we're trying to get into, and it's still fairly new, so I keep mentioning it. But eventually the goal is to one day I don't have to mention it anymore, and you guys just know what to do. That's the goal. Holds, how are you doing, dude? It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Can anyone tell me that anyone that was in here for that donation, can anyone tell me if that was too loud, or if you could even hear it at all, so that I can make adjustments to the volume if need be? Was that too loud, or did the volume sound good? Just let me know. Let me know. I'm not trying to scare people with sudden notification volume that's too loud. It's not my goal. It's not my goal to jump scare people. We heard it. Was it too loud? Did it sound good? Doing okay. It sounded just fine. Volume was fine. It was good. Alright, thank you guys. I appreciate that. I changed the sound clip up on that donation sound, so I wanted to make sure I had the volume set right, because I don't want to jump scare people, especially in my chat room, right? I don't want to jump scare people. That's not what I'm trying to do. So thank you guys for letting me know. I appreciate that. And with that, I think we're set. I think we're solid. I don't think I need to make any more changes to what we've got going on here. I think we're finally good. Does the background music sound okay? I've got some background music. Does that sound good? Not too high, not too low. Was that a Disney sound? No, but it kind of sounds like a Disney sound, doesn't it? It's crazy how I see you as a friend, yet we never met. I see all you guys as friends, or family, even. So, vibes, right? Vibes. We don't have to meet in person for there to be true connection. What do I tell myself when I get the jolt of fear from a thought? Just tell yourself yes. Yes, change your no's to yeses, the main point of this stream today. So we're no longer resisting, right? And that's key. So don't try to fight or argue with the thoughts. Just tell yourself yes. I'm not going to follow that, just yes. Just yes. I'm not going to touch that. Just a simple yes to thoughts and feelings, and you will see how the ego and fear can only survive with resistance. They need your resistance in order to spiral out of control. Yay, I made a stream. Welcome back. Hope the break was good and the life stuff all sorted. Also, thanks for helping me. Well, hello. Welcome to the stream. Yes, all the life stuff seems to be sorted. I think we're back on track. And it is very, very good to be back. How do I stop going to the doctor every time I get something new? It just seems crazy that anxiety could be causing this constant new stuff. Docs never find anything. If the docs never find anything, I'm here to tell you that it is anxiety. And that's just another trick of the mind, and you are not your mind. That is another trick of the mind. More thoughts that just need to be accepted instead of fought with, that try to tell you that this could be something else. Regardless of the context, a thought is a thought, and unless we give it power by fighting with it, then it can't have that much control over us. But if we get in there and try to fight with it, we give it way too much fuel. So change your no's to yeses. Yeah, I wanted to say family, but didn't want to creep you out. Oh, I definitely see all you guys as family, so no problem there. This is my family, my YouTube family here. I've always seen you guys as family, so. Background song is very relaxing. Good, 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 good. Seems like everything is going well then. Hello, I'm so glad to have found your channel. Well, welcome. Happy to have you here. Yes, I think it's pretty cool. I kind of like that BRB tune as well. It's pretty good. Some variety might be nice over a longer time with that. I do love the new live streams. Yes, I thought about adding like a whole playlist of background music so it wasn't the same background song over and over again. I might do that eventually. Some variety. Hi, Wonder Bro. Hello, welcome. I'm highly sensitive, so if I allow myself to feel panic and second fear every morning, even thought is horrible, will it eventually go away? It's so bad just getting out of bed every morning. Yes, but you cannot continue to tell yourself all these negative things. You need to just view these thoughts from a distance and say yes to them as they come. So when you notice the mind start to chime in with its negativity, just say yes to it instead of trying to fight with it, because then you're just going to fuel the fire. When you notice these feelings come, just say yes to them as well. Just say yes to them as well. So it's all about saying yes instead of no. It's all about cutting out that second fear and not fueling the fire anymore. That's what it's all about. Retraining the brain. That is what it's all about. All right, you guys, I'm going to switch to the BRB screen again. Okay, it won't take me long. I will be right back. Alright, we are back. Thank you so much for that $10 donation, Jenna, while I was on the BRB screen. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I also seen a comment about headphone users. The background music being a little bit loud for the headphone users. I never considered that, so thank you for bringing that to my attention. We will turn that down just a tad. There we go. That might help a little bit. That might help a little bit. Just a little bit more. Yeah, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I never thought about that. All right, there we go. We should be good to go. Yes, Jenna, thank you so much for that $10 donation. You are now up on the Hall of Fame. Welcome. How is everyone doing today? Let's see if I missed any comments while I was gone. Let's see. I'm using headphones. It sounds fine to me. I'm just gonna leave it where it's at. I'm just gonna leave it where it's at. I think we found a good spot, so we'll just go from there. We'll just work with what we got. I got the donation sound stuck in my head. It's so catchy. Gotcha. Hi, Wonder Bro, is setback part of recovering? Absolutely. You're more than likely going to experience times where it gets, you know, the seas get a little rough, but that's okay. Perfect learning opportunity. Okay, change your perspective. Perfect learning opportunity, not a problem. Don't make your thoughts and feelings into a problem. That's probably, if you want to like take all of the advice that I teach here on the channel and narrow it down to one small statement, that's probably it. Not to make your thoughts and feelings into a problem. Yeah, I definitely want to do some photography today. I've missed doing that as well. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram, WonderBroYo. Make sure you follow me, because that's normally where I upload my photography, there and the Facebook page. So, you guys talking about types of headphones? I just buy like the, I don't even know what these are called. They're not special. They're not special at all. I own like 2 pairs of these, and I don't know, they're just the big, they're not like earbuds, they're just the big headphones, and they're cheapos, but they work really well. They work really well. My microphone is external, so I don't use the headphone microphone, which it's got one right there, but I never use that. I just use the one I've got on the arm, so these are just for volume. It sounds really good. To be cheapos, it sounds pretty good. You don't want the gift, sad face. Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Madden player, why are you sad? Let me see. I got you a Christmas gift. Oh, I missed that comment. Did you? What did you get me? Can I have a hint? Can I have a hint? Should we even try to be rational with anxiety, or just leave the mind alone completely? Glad you're back, by the way. Okay, so as far as thoughts go, I always tell people 1 or 2 things. One, what I recommend more than anything is just to say yes to the mind. Don't even bother fighting with those thoughts. The CBT approach to me is kind of ridiculous because you're fighting way too much and you're just adding fuel to the fire. But if you have to go the route that you get involved with your mind and you want to be rational, You got to make it short and sweet. I mean, like one-liners, and then get out. Right? And the whole time, there has to be acceptance there as well. So, if you want to go that route, you can do it that way, but I recommend just saying yes to the mind, whatever it says. Don't add fuel to the fire. Accept the uncomfortable thoughts. Don't even bother fighting with them. Don't follow them. Just say yes to them. That's what I always recommend. I love taking pics of nature. Mostly walks in nature kind of reset me. Yes, absolutely. Nature is amazing. Okay, and if you don't want to miss out on my photography, okay, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook. That's normally where I upload it, so we might be doing some of that today. Wonder Bro, did you ever have really bad paranoid thoughts when sensitized? Yes, I think paranoia, there we go, to a certain degree is pretty normal with most people in sensitization. Pretty normal. Wonder Bro, I'm having a problem with thoughts of people I care about dying. I create this whole scenario of something that does not exist, but I can't shake it. You can't shake it because you're entertaining it. So as long as we fuel the fire and get involved with those thoughts, okay, what we were just talking about, they're going to have some sort of control over you. Okay, they're going to spread like a virus. So if you just say yes to them when they come and the uncomfortable feelings they bring as well, okay, applies to thoughts and feelings both. If you just say yes to them and stop fighting with them, okay, eventually they're going to lose their power. But you have to practice saying yes and letting go of resistance. That is key. Okay, thank you for that, Big Worm. I'll make small adjustments as I go, and we'll eventually get it figured out. We'll eventually get it all figured out. But yeah, it's all about letting go of resistance. It's all about letting go of resistance. Saying yes, turning your nose to yeses. Turning your nose to yeses, the main point of today's stream. If you missed this stream, it'll definitely be uploaded, so do not worry. You can watch it back. Sorry, it gets a little dark at times when I'm switching through tabs here. Kind of multitasking. It's not the real you, it's anxiety. Yes, it's definitely not the real you. If you're sensitized, you're going to be overreacting. That's how the body does when it's sensitized. That's what sensitization is. It's not the real you. Madden player, I can't give hint. You'll figure it out. You will like it. The only hint you get. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Do you mean inviting the panic attack or calling out? Invite it. Invite it. Invite the feelings. Say yes to them. Invite the thoughts. Say yes to them. No longer resisting. Just let it come, let it go, instead of fueling it with resistance. It's tricky sometimes to get things right, and that was the point of this stream, to make it as simple as possible. I didn't think we can get any more simpler than the two main keys, but apparently we can, and we did. So turning your nose to yeses. Okay, that is the simplest trick and the simplest way to put it. Wonder Bro fam, yes. We have an awesome community here. It's okay to watch the videos and learn. It's okay to watch the videos and learn. Okay, but you gotta use the advice too. That's the most important part. If you're watching the videos, if you're learning, that's awesome. Okay, that's the first step. But you gotta make sure you're actually using the advice as well. If you're not using the advice, kick yourself in the butt, alright? And hop back on board and start using it. You have really helped. You're the best. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Great community, people. Oh yeah, awesome community. I've rarely had any problems out of this community. I mean, we've had a troll or two in what, the 2 years I've been doing it. We've had a troll or two. Big deal. Not a problem. I've not had any real issues out of anybody here on the channel. And if I do, I just completely ignore it and just ban them. So what's it matter? Oh, Neb. I don't know who Neb is in the like chat here, or if there is even a Neb in the chat. But they are in the Discord, and they shared my video out in the Discord to let everybody know that we are live over there. So if you're here, Neb, thank you for doing that. Really appreciate that. What should I do if I have the thoughts that I may be going crazy from anxiety? The same thing you would do for any negative thought. Doesn't matter the context. Totally disregard context. Context isn't important here. If it's a negative thought, it's a negative thought. And we do the same thing with all negative thoughts, which is just say yes to them being there and not fueling them by fighting with them or following them. Just say yes to them. Say yes, allow yourself to have those thoughts, allow yourself to have those feelings. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, we're cutting out resistance. We're cutting out second fear. Fuel to the fire is what that is. So when we spot our nose, which, like I said, your nose can take many different forms, just negative mental dialogue that you keep fighting with the thoughts, you keep fighting with the feelings, spot those no's and change them to yeses. My goatee, I can like pitchfork it. I don't know why, but it's always been that way. I don't grow as much hair in the middle, so unless I do this and just leave it alone, see, it looks normal, but there's not as much hair in the middle. I can just totally pitchfork it if I want to. Does that look cool? Should I actually just rock that? Is that cool looking? No, that's ridiculous. That looks ridiculous. We're not gonna rock that. You can go through all my content all day long, but if you're not using it, it's not gonna help. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. If you want to go on a binge here on the channel and watch all my videos and learn, that's awesome. But you have to make sure you're using it as well. Have to make sure you're using it. It's very common to feel tired with all this, yeah. Physically exhausted. Very, very common for most people. Alright, we're probably getting ready to end the stream because we just passed the hour mark. So we're probably getting ready to end this stream here, actually. Alright. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so we're probably going to go ahead and end this stream, you guys. I appreciate you being here. It's awesome to be back. I've had a wonderful time. It was good to see you guys again. Love you guys very, 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 very much. We are approaching 10K subs, and it's all thanks to you beautiful people. Share me out. If I'm helping you, share me out. What's your email so I can send you the info? My email is chrisshorter1993@gmail.com. It took me a minute to remember that. So thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. 10K subs, we're on the way, and it's all thanks to you beautiful people. Until next time, as always, right there, stay